What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse alongside my partner Ryan. I am J-Man. It's a nice 3-month little off period, just a middle finger for you.
I didn't mean it. Let's try it again.
As we said when we brought the Pulse back and then neglected you for 3 months, if we don't want to talk about anything, we're just get on here and talk about it.
You're right.
Jinder Mahal's the WWE champion. Nice marketing ploy there.
Muscle Goat. We called it.
We called that shit, actually, in the Mania review. We called that. He's the Muscle Goat, and now he's the champ. So that happened. And then,
Go India.
A lot of other stuff has happened, I guess.
I don't think there's anything that important to happen in the U.S. involving India since Slumdog Millionaire.
True, yeah. Best Picture winner there.
Yeah.
Like we said, if we don't want to get on here, we're not excited to talk about anything, then, we're
It's booty. That's right, it's booty
so
right now.
We're kind of like Lesnar now, where we just come in, like, when it's a special attraction. So,
yeah.
We're here for our special attraction. We probably wouldn't be doing this video if we were not going to the show live. Money in the Bank being held live in our home city of St. Louis. We're very excited, obviously. I think we got lucky with one of the shows out of the year to get, for sure.
Yeah.
To get Money in the Bank, obviously, having, the Money in the Bank ladder match and now having 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. We'll see what we get out of that other one. But yeah, I think we definitely got one of the better ones of the year. We'll see in the long run whether or not it turns out to be a good show or not. But I think on paper, as far as getting a Money in the Bank show, that's pretty cool. So we are going to that live. We'll have the whole crew there. Quaddy and Truth will be there, and Kristen and my wife is going to be going. So we'll have everybody down there. If you are going to the show, come find us and we'll say hey. I don't know where the hell we're sitting. I think we're camera side, kind of just in the regular spot. We're always in somewhere in the middle.
No, we are going to possibly do a day in the life of
Yeah, so yeah, we're talking about coming this weekend. We actually have a lot of stuff coming up this weekend for you guys. But yeah, we're talking about possibly finally doing a day in the life video where we tape ourselves doing shit throughout the day and let you guys kind of know and heading into the show. And we probably won't have a legit review, like sit down at the table review, but we might have something on the way back or in the parking lot or some shit. I don't know. My wife and I just got a GoPro and we used it on our cruise that we just went on, and we fucking love it, and it's super easy to use. So we're going to be using the shit out of that, especially for these kind of videos, and introducing that into our videos I think is going to be a great thing for this weekend, and especially come next year when we're heading to Mania. That's going to be really fun to be able to get a lot of more videos out for you guys with that, because it's really easy to use and it's really nice. Like, the quality of video is really cool. So we'll probably be using that this weekend. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run down this Money in the Bank card for you. There's only 5 announced matches so far. We're shooting this on Tuesday evening, before SmackDown actually airs live. So there's a chance maybe something could get added. I'm sure some sort of pre-show thing or some shit. I don't know, with guys that aren't on the card. I don't know, very few that aren't.
American Alpha gets squashed.
American Alpha, yeah, just whatever. That's another. Oh, damn it.
Sad.
Very sad. But yeah, there could be something else added, but I'm sure some of these will probably get some time, especially in the Money in the Bank, for sure. But I'm sure something else will get added. First match on the show, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line when champion Naomi goes up against the, I guess, debuting one-on-one Lana. I don't believe she's been in a one-on-one match. I think she's been in maybe 1 or 2 like multi-woman matches or something. I am not for Lana being in the ring wrestling at all. I think she is, obviously the fans enjoy her character, things like that. I think she was best suited with Rusev. I think she was perfect in that role. I think it gave Rusev and their whole gimmick a very old school vibe to it.
Rocky IV.
With him, yeah, exactly. With his gimmick and the whole Bulgarian, Russian kind of thing going on there, and everything that they do together, and having her come out and introduce him. I really enjoyed that. I thought it made Rusev look cool and added to his gimmick, and made it feel kind of old schooly. But Lana getting in the ring, no. This is 6 minutes of our lives we'll never get back. Naomi's,
6, is that the over-under?
I would set the over-under at probably 5.5 minutes. Would you take the over or the under?
I mean, I feel like they at least get 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Well, yeah. Then 5.5 is probably a good number to set.
10-minute segment total.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess
with it, yeah. I mean, total, we're gonna waste 10 minutes of our lives.
Right. Lana's doing that thing with her. She's
I read
that gimmick that Summer Rae. Or not
I read
Summer Rae,
that
Eva
Eva Marie was supposed to do too. I think.
Really?
I think that's what they said for
didn't...
SmackDown. She said she's taking the role of the Eva Marie character, which that's another useless fucking
That's real.
thing that was there too. But yeah, I mean, this is one thing that really pisses me off, and I'm sure Ryan too, is just useless matches on pay-per-views. Just add time somewhere else. Give fucking 10 more minutes to the fucking Money in the Bank. There's no problem with that. Add fucking 10 minutes to something, like, who gives a shit? Just add that time to somewhere where it actually can be utilized, because sometimes they don't give the time that they should, and they give time to this bullshit when they shouldn't. Obviously, Naomi's going to retain in bathroom break.
You're right. I mean, I don't care.
Exactly.
I mean, I think Naomi is very athletic, and she's becoming, a lot better than she had used to be. She's got a gimmick behind her, and the sheep in the crowd love the gimmick. But otherwise, I mean, it's just going to be whatever. I mean, they're probably going to fumble around in the ring. I mean, Lana's been out for a minute. She's been training.
This has a good chance to probably be one of the worst wrestling matches of the year.
Yeah, damn.
I mean, legit. Like, could you not say it? Like, honestly, on paper,
you're right.
Like,
I mean,
this feels like
it could surprise
Jenna Morasco and TNA.
I feel like it could surprise because we think it's going to be so terrible, and then we're going to be like, that was okay.
I don't even know if we're going to be able to say it's okay.
I think that she's been they've been training her in the ring. They have to. I mean, if you're going to have her have a gimmick like that, she's got to have and be a part of the actual show. Well, I mean, I guess I take that back. I mean, what's his nuts? James Dickhead, whatever his fucking manatee. Turtleneck manatee fucker.
Turtle Man.
Whatever that guy is. He's just still a part of the show for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He should be in the Cruiserweight division. He should be the champion,
he
honestly. I think he could beat Neville, to be honest. Neville's trash compared to him.
He should thank his lucky stars he has a job right now.
Right.
Jesus.
But, did you even pick a winner?
Naomi.
Naomi.
Yeah. Naomi for sure.
Yeah, Naomi. I mean...
Yeah.
They just want to debut her at a pay-per-view.
It serves no purpose. Like,
it doesn't.
I just don't like. You're gonna have her go in here. She's not gonna win the title. If she wins the title, just god damn it.
It's just a debut.
Right.
Purpose. And she's gonna come out and probably do a little dance number and blah 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 and whatever.
Ugh. Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have the SmackDown Tag Titles line when champions our boys the Usos. God damn. Love the Usos. Going up against the New Day, the stale day, the just go away day. This could be pretty fun. I think with given the right, I think it'll probably be Big E and Kofi, obviously. I don't know, Kofi still got that injury, though, but I would still expect
Kofi to be in
there.
I mean...
It's normally Big E and Kofi.
Right.
But Kofi coming off that... Matt's like all over the fucking place today. I would expect Kofi to still be in there, even though coming off that ankle injury to the Revival. But yeah, goddamn, I love the Usos, man. They are fucking awesome. It just feels like WWE's version of the Briscoes, basically. Turning them heel and having them do this, just hard, rugged fucking shit is fucking cool. I think that's the Usos we've wanted to see for a long time because we always knew they had it in them to do that kind of gimmick. I think the Usos are... they have to be one of the most underrated tag teams in the last 10 years. Easily.
Yeah, I think being in the WWE is... when the competition is not... it's not even saying the competition isn't high. They just don't get the time.
Yeah, because, if you look at it, if the Usos were in New Japan, they'd be looked at as, the guys, up there with, the Bucks and, those kind of guys with, given the time to work and shit. Oh, my God, they're outstanding.
They're a team that I could see, getting fed up with... they're making money. Why would they want to leave? But if they ever just kind of wanted to take that, that trip to the Orient and just go over there for a year and test the waters, they could...
Oh, they'd be great.
They'd be great.
They'd be great, for sure. I can't say enough great stuff about the Usos. The promos are hilarious, too. Like I said, they just come off like a WWE PG version of the Briscoes. That's every time I see them.
Day one ISH.
Day one is H. What is that?
Is H.
Oh, God. Fashion Police. Hope we get to see them, because they are fucking hilarious.
Breezango is pretty funny.
That shit is great.
They're pretty clever.
Great,
you gotta take some shit and mold it into something great.
Mold it into something, exactly.
Right.
Kind of like what the New Day did before they got stale and fucking dumb.
Now they are literal
Now they are stale and now they are literal shit. Literal shit. I could give two fucks about the New Day. But this could be, a fun little, tag match here. I really hope the fucking Usos retain. They should retain. I'm going to pick them to retain. I really hope the New Day don't fucking win this match. I could definitely see them going with the New Day. But I'm going to go with the Usos retaining here. I think it's a good call to keep it on them. Why the fuck have they not had an elongated feud with American Alpha is fucking retarded. They've had some great matches on SmackDown with them. They never really give them like a full-blown feud with them, and they should. I hope we could see that down the road, because just the underutilization of American Alpha is just fucking retarded, because they're super talented. I mean, if you're not going to do anything with them in the tag team, they could do so much singles if they break away and do, fucking Gable in the Cruiserweight division. Are you shitting me? That would be fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. They need a guy like that. They need a Kurt Angle type guy.
Yeah, amateur kind of background kind of guy, but them being underutilized is total bullshit. But I'm going with, the Usos. The Usos retaining...
What's good, Us?
Yeah, retaining the tag titles in this matchup here.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to agree and say yes, but I feel like they got a rocket ship on the New Day's ass ever since they blew up, and I just feel like they want them to be the first tag team to have won the... I guess technically they didn't win the Raw tag team titles?
The New Day?
Yeah.
They're the longest reigning tag champions of all time.
No, I mean, since they split them, they're considered the Raw tag team champions and the SmackDown. Just like Alexa Bliss did.
Oh, yeah,
where
true. Alexa Bliss is the only one to win both of them.
Right, so I could see them...
I don't think they... Yeah, I don't know.
Since they're
when
now...
did they lose it?
Since they're now considered... they didn't have them when they had the red strap, did
right.
they?
No.
So maybe they're not considering it.
They had like the gold train, choo-choo train coin ones. Yeah.
Right, so maybe the New Day wins here. The only thing is there's like...
It's kind of a toss-up. It feels like a toss-up.
I feel like they have done nothing since they got traded to SmackDown, and then they're just like, title shot. There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Whatever. So I mean, I don't know. I want to say the Usos. I'm gonna say the Usos will retain here.
My heart says the Usos, but my gut probably tells me that they'll probably give it to them.
Right. I think that they might.
But what the fuck are they gonna do if they win the titles? Like,
do the same thing they did on Raw and waste time.
Exactly. Like,
we want to see tag teams wrestle.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the personal behind the scenes stuff that's going on. I generally just think that they're holding American Alpha back. I have no idea why they're not. They're literally not the poster child for the Smack. Like, that's all I think of. Like, whenever they did the brand split, I was like, and they got drafted to SmackDown. I'm like, God, that so feels like how the draft was years ago when they just had these crazy good tag teams and they were just having great matches all over the place.
Right.
And they're just kind of like doing nothing. Like, is it because the crowd is not behind American Alpha? Because I don't feel that way.
I don't think they're getting definitely not the reactions that they got in NXT and things like that, in the live atmospheres that they get in NXT. I've noticed that too, where it kind of comes off like it doesn't feel like anybody gives a shit about them, but they haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really have a lot of. They haven't done a lot of the stuff they did with Gable before, like the comedic kind of stuff they did with Gable. I think if they went back to maybe doing some of that kind of stuff, because I mean that got them over in the first place because of Gable being so fucking charismatic and entertaining.
I think they thought that they would just be like the Steiners and the fans would just they would go in there and just be like, oh, these guys are blah blah blah, you know. But they're great, and it's kind of sad to not see them really be a focal point of the tag team division on SmackDown, literally at all. Like, they haven't done anything, so it's kind of sad. But yeah, I guess
even though they won the titles, but it doesn't even feel like they won the titles.
Yeah, it just feels like they're
it's
whatever.
Just like they're there.
Like whatever. Or is the Ascension still on SmackDown?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Who knows?
But
maybe we'll get American Alpha in a pre-show match or something.
That'd be good.
That'd be sweet.
I'd like to see them live at least.
We get American Alpha and Breezango.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. God, I'm gonna go with the Usos. I feel like there's a possibility of the New Day winning here, but it's whatever.
Sure. Next up, we have a first ever. We have the first ever SmackDown Women's Championship Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Tamina, and Natalya. There's obviously been a lot of talk of them finally doing a women's Money in the Bank ladder match for over the last couple years. I know they really hinted at it last year, didn't pull the trigger on it, and pulling the trigger on it here. We're excited that we get to be the first ones to experience that live. I think that's going to be really, really neat. I think that these girls want to go out there and prove that they deserve to have this match. And I think they have definitely some talent in here that can pull this off. Some not so much, but I think they'll go out there and they'll plan this out to make it work out well. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what they can do. I hope the spots don't come off like kind of lackadaisical or not impactful,
just like Sasha and Charlotte in the Hell in a Cell.
Oh Jesus, yes,
that was sad.
Oh, that's very sad. Yeah, not impactful, like not going full bore. They need to really kick some ass in this match to make us come out of it like, yeah, damn, they really they should have this match, and they should have Money in the Bank for the women's division. I think it's definitely it goes along the same lines of the evolution of the division, and bringing back the women's name and having 2 championships for it, and all the women that have done so much to revitalize this division. It's an evolution of all of that, bringing it in and having them do the same type of stuff that men do, having, like Ryan said, the Hell in a Cell match last year, and now having the first ever Money in the Bank match for the women. I'm excited to see what could come out of it. I don't expect it to be fucking awesome or anything, but I think it could be enjoyable to see what they make out of it. I'm going with the GOAT. I gotta pick the GOAT, Charlotte, the fucking GOAT. I mean, Charlotte, in my opinion, is going to go down as the greatest women's wrestler in WWE history. I mean, she might already be there. I mean, she's the fucking GOAT. So why not give her the opportunity to be the first women's Money in the Bank contract holder? It would go along with what she's done. What she's done in the past. They definitely have her as the golden girl of their division and of all of the women in general, and I think deservingly so. I think the athlete that she is, I think she could do some fucking awesome shit in this match. I think she will.
I think she should wrestle dudes.
I think she should too. Just go full blower Sarah Del Rey. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Or Candice LeRae for sure. Yeah, but obviously this is going to be bringing into the summer with the Mae Young Classic coming up. So I think this could be a good start to spark some interest.
We're going to review that?
Spark some interest. I don't know. We might. Who fucking
knows?
It's good,
maybe.
Yeah, if it's good. Spark some interest in the women's division and hopefully go into the summer with some good stuff. I'm going with the fucking GOAT, Charlotte, winning the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah, this match kind of scares me, honestly. I feel like, and I have noticed it, and I think J-Man here has noticed as well, the issue with people getting injured over the last year, 2 years. They've been kind of delicate with I mean, Extreme Rules was literally like mild to none violence.
Standard rules.
Was literal standard rules.
Wow.
There was literally very low violence.
Yes.
And I think that's a contributor to people getting hurt. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, but they're not even getting hurt with weapons. They're just getting hurt. They're taking the opportunity to dial back the aggression. With a lot of stuff they've been doing, and that's fine to save your people, your golden guys. Your Seth Rollins and Finn Balor's and stuff like that. And I don't know if they want to take the chance on doing some crazy stuff in this match and hurting these girls. To be honest, I mean, I feel like they'll use the ladders and do some fun stuff, but I don't see nobody taking a spot off the top rope to a ladder or something like that. Maybe I don't think so. I think,
but look back at that street fight that Sasha and Charlotte had.
That's
true. They did some pretty interesting. But
Sasha kept getting hurt too. She kept having to take breaks. So I mean,
Charlotte did. Does that fucking corkscrew moonsault off the top rope.
I think she could do. I think there'll be high spots and stuff like that. I think there'll be dive spots off ladders. And maybe some stuff like that, but
you'll have the safe spots where you have like all 4 women on the ground all battling, and then you'll have somebody go up top and do some sort of.
Yeah, I think there might probably be one big spot.
I see a spot where Charlotte's on close to the top of the ladder, and she does some sort of corkscrew fucking thing onto everybody where they catch her. Type of deal,
Yeah, something like that.
We're not going to see the fucking,
the ladder,
the fucking WrestleMania 17 spot where Hardy's like dangling, and then you get the spear off the top of the ladder. But I still think they could do some spots that still
they'll be cool spots. I think they'll use the ladder as a prop, not as a weapon, and I think it'll just be there more as a prop to use to jump off of or whatever. I don't see anybody going through a ladder or getting dropped on a ladder in the ring. I don't know. We'll see. They give it the chance to see what they can do, but they want to protect some of these people. There's been a lot of injuries over the last couple of years.
I mean, if anybody's taking the spots, it's Tamina.
Yeah,
Tamina's taking the spots.
She's doing the spots because she's got that athleticism.
I mean, I see her probably taking if they have somebody lay on a ladder and take some big spot. Tamina's laying on the fucking ladder and she's taking that spot.
You said Tamina, I literally thought you said Naomi.
No,
I was like, yeah, because she's got that athleticism.
I was sitting there, I was like, Tamina? I was like, wait, what?
Oh god, I'm dead.
What?
My bad. I literally thought you meant.
I sat there like blank face. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be a good friend and say that you think that Tamina is really athletic. I guess.
Yeah, she might take a spot.
Right.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit about Tamina, bro?
Superfly.
Right.
Damn. I don't know, man.
Who's winning this bitch?
God, I think
Go, bro.
Yeah, I mean they haven't done this yet. They haven't had Charlotte face Naomi
Bailey,
yet.
That's for damn sure.
I mean, but yeah, right. Bailey, because Bailey's on Raw.
Shit.
Everyone's favorite.
Ugh, fuck.
But damn, this is hard, man. I feel like
it has to be Charlotte or Becky.
Yeah, it has to be Charlotte or Becky. I mean, they've been kind of force feeding us Natalia lately.
Fuck.
I think that they maybe might.
She'll draw some cats on the fucking briefcase and just carry it around in her. Fuck.
The only thing is with Charlotte, they want to feud Charlotte. Probably want to feud Charlotte.
I heard them talking last couple months. They talked about wanting to push Carmella. I mean, I've heard them talk about wanting to push her, and you have James Ellsworth out there as possible help.
Little side bitch.
Who knows? Who knows?
The safe pick is Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Carmella.
Oh wow.
I'll say Carmella.
You're gonna go that route?
Yeah, I think that they don't want to let. I don't feel like they want to have a reason to not give Charlotte a title shot right away. Because if she wins the Money in the Bank and then she gets a title shot. Like the reason she went to SmackDown is so she could feud with the champion. Most obviously.
True.
So I just don't feel like her winning the Money in the Bank is a long-term ordeal where she's going to wait, you know what I mean? I feel like she could just feud with Naomi.
My thinking is just the fact of like...
Or they do Naomi and and Charlotte.
My thinking is the kind of the Shawn Michaels factor of it is how Shawn was always the first to do something. Yeah. He's always the first to do this, the first to win that, the first to do that. I feel like they want the Charlotte to be like... Because they love to say, the first ever blah, 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 the first ever... Finn Balor, the first ever Universal Champion.
You're right.
All that kind of shit. So maybe that, but... I see where you're coming from, especially the Money in the Bank is to me always came off as a heel gimmick. It's always a heel gimmicky thing where you have a heel come out, cash in after a babyface just wins a grueling match or whatever. You know, Edge when he cashed in at New Year's Revolution. That was this perfect booking of why the Money in the Bank is so great. So Carmella would work in that aspect of coming out and you know, sidetracking Naomi after a match or something with Charlotte or something. And
that makes sense.
I can see that for sure.
I'm going to say Carmella just because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like the way WWE has been booked over this whole year, and over the last couple years, I mean, they just kind of pulled the trigger on absolutely random
shit.
Random, just like Jinder Mahal becoming the champion. Obviously, they did that because of the India stuff that they're doing, marketing they're doing. But like Joe winning, like and Joe and Lesnar, like that. It's just they doing things that are just kind of like out of nowhere,
right?
Just to do them, you know what I mean? Or having the fucking Miz win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania last year.
Right.
Not the Miz.
Or no,
Zack Ryder. I'm sorry.
Zack Ryder. The last 2 years being just random mania. I mean, it's just been random mania fest. Yeah. So, I mean,
I'll say Carmella.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, the heel gimmick nature of the Money in the Bank kind of serves that purpose. Next up, it's fucking Muscle Go time, bro. We got the WWE title line with champion Maharaja. My wife loves it when I say Maharaja.
No, I don't even know what that fucking means.
It's the fucking muscle goat is what it means in Indian, I guess. Champion Jinder Mahal going up against St. Louis's own Randy Orton. Man, I don't want to see this match again. The fucking Jinder Mahal winning the title. And we sat there. It wasn't like, what the fuck? Like everybody's reaction in the crowd because we know how random WWE books their shit. We almost saw it coming. Because we're like, man, why the fuck wouldn't they just put the title on Jinder Mahal? Right. What the fuck does it matter? Just whatever. You know, with the India shit, and we heard about all that. Like, we thought maybe just the match itself was a ploy to get people to watch because, you know, Jinder Mahal's in the main event for the WWE Championship. What the fuck? But now we're just going to put the strap on him and then probably run him a tour over in India and everybody just shit themselves. And kind of like what they did with Khali when Khali won the title and it was like, ugh, fuck.
I think we talked about this before. It reminds me of when JBL won the title.
Yeah, it has that. And especially because Jinder Mahal's gimmick is literally an Indian version of JBL's gimmick where he's this...
JBL loves him on SmackDown.
Exactly. Of course he puts him over to this royalty, and he comes out with the fucking
carpet,
the carpet down and everything, and you have the Singh brothers, which I have to say, Jinder Mahal looks like he's the shit.
He looks legitimate.
He looks legit. Like he comes out with the two little dudes coming next to him. Like his entrance last week on SmackDown was like, dude, he looks like a fucking champion, but. It's Jinder Mahal. Like, no.
We have this perception of what he was.
Yeah, and so I mean, like, you don't...
Fans of wrestling don't forget things.
Yeah, you don't get past...
We all know Bray Wyatt was Husky Harris.
Yeah, you don't get past... It's 3MB. It's fucking
Unless
Jinder Mahal.
Unless you can do something like
what
becoming
Bray Wyatt,
from Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt. Then,
but I mean, if they run with this gimmick and they run with this character and he gets behind it, he's never been great in the ring. He's never been really good in the ring.
He got in really good shape.
Well, whether or not we know how he got into that shape or not,
beating off.
Check
with both hands, actually.
That's what we do. Taka Michinoku style, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, check that back out because Jesus, it's fucking
acne
just
up.
a goddamn commercial for fucking
Proactive.
Bro.
There you go. I got you.
Thank you, man. I was lost. I was gonna say like Actinivino or some shit, make up some shit. But yeah, I mean, when he comes out, he looks legit, and then he gets in the ring, and it's like, oh, it's fucking Jinder Mahal. No. And Randy Orton just fucking Captain Paycheck. I'm here, I guess, with his vest. And he was chilling in the back, and then he comes out with his vest on, like, yeah, I'm the cool guy that doesn't give a fuck. It's like, well, you do a good job of playing that, Randy. In his hometown, so he gets his little title match, his rematch here. Fuck. He needs to take about, I don't even know how long of time off, like unspecified hiatus. Sabbatical for a very long time. I don't think there's any way to freshen up Randy Orton. I think it comes from within. It comes from him wanting to give a shit because
he's just there to get a paycheck.
He's just there for a paycheck. I'm Randy Orton. I've been here for 17 fucking years, and whatever. They'll give me.
You can tell when he had his match against Jinder Mahal where he just was like. Floop through the fucking Bollywood boys. They're just on that table, and he was like, look at his
whatever.
Face. He was like, oh well, I might have paralyzed him. Fuck it. Got enough money. I'll just quit now.
Right. It's just
whatever.
The Captain just.
He doesn't have the John Cena effect. He doesn't have it to where
he used to,
where he could get in the ring and with somebody new, and you would be like, man,
2008, 2009. It's like, fuck, dude. Anything Randy Orton, I was glued. But now it's like the last 6 years. It's like, who fucking gives a shit? Like, you can feel when a wrestler cares. You can feel when a wrestler has passion for what they're doing. Randy Orton feels like he has zero passion for what he's doing. Yeah. He's just there because it's his job, and he just so happens to be one of the biggest superstars of all time. But he just doesn't give a fuck. And not in a cool way, like, doesn't give a fuck about the people or the gimmick or what, like, he just doesn't give a fuck, period. And it rubs off on you watching, because you're like, man, this guy doesn't care, why the fuck should I care? Why the fuck should we care? Jinder Mahal's going to retain here, probably go on to SummerSlam and have some US India match against John Cena for the title or some shit when Cena comes back, who fucking knows. But yeah, I'm going with Maharaja.
Maharaja de Majakaka.
Retaining his WWE Championship in this meh of a match.
You're right. Yep.
Fuck.
I mean...
God, should we just... Should we need to go into this match like we are the biggest Jinder Mahal marks of all time? Like, live.
Like, mark out hard.
We should, like, Hunico.
I should make a...
you should wear a turban? God, you should be... the Maharayan. Jarvis Mahal.
Yeah, I was gonna make a Maharaja sign and spell it completely wrong. Just to spell I'm not gonna say if I'm really gonna do it, but if you're watching and you see a Maharaja
it says
sign,
macaroni and cheese or something. Macarona cheese.
You see a Maharaja sign
with like 4 Z's and a B.
It's all spelled hella wrong. Then that's my sign
right there. If Roman Reigns comes out of the crowd randomly and I just start doing dick sucking motions, it's probably gonna be.
Here's the thing. I love the idea of the Maharaja. I love the gimmick.
Right.
I like that he has the Singh brothers as his thing. I like the whole out the limo with the rug and the whole gimmick. I don't like Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
I just don't like him. I don't think he's... I think he's just... We have this Indian guy.
Right.
He and they're like, man, he's cut, he's blah, 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 blah. As soon as he starts talking, I don't give a shit about him. But whenever he walks to the ring and he's all duded up and he's got his music and he's got his dudes and I'm like, this is cool.
Right.
This is a cool gimmick and like, this works and blah, blah, blah. And then he opens his mouth and then he takes off his fucking turban and he looks like he's 85 years old and has fucking fucked up hair and he looks like he... Dude,
True.
I'm serious. Like, I just feel like they just were like, yep, Indian guy, let's do it. And
It's
luckily,
like they went back and like, hey, who the fuck back here is, are you from India? Sweet, dude. Roid that bitch up, put the title on his punk ass. Let's fucking go.
I could just see Vince in the back talking to the guy. Oh shit! Wait, is that Jinder guy still on the roster?
Is he still here?
Oh shit! Put the title on him. Do it.
Oh shit. So true.
But yeah, so I would think that they could put the title back on Randy Orton, but that wouldn't make any sense because obviously they haven't been to India yet.
Right.
So they could just feud them for the next whatever months, which would be horrible.
Right.
But I think this could have a sketchy, douchey finish. Obviously, probably some kind of DQ or something. I don't think it'll. If Jinder gets a clean win here on Randy Orton should just retire.
Yeah, dude.
Like his relevancy, I literally do not give a shit.
Nope.
I like the only thing that's gonna make me care about Randy Orton is if he doesn't speak, he doesn't do anything.
He just kicks people in the head.
He just wears hoodies.
Ugh.
And he just sits in the crowd and then in random matches, having zero relevancy to what he's doing, just runs in the ring and RKOs people, and then just goes back and sits in his seat. That's all I really want to see him do. I don't even want to see him wrestle. I just want to see him RKO people backstage, just random, just people, just RKO.
I just kicked Stan. Reminds me of that segment with Sean.
Yeah.
Like super kick people.
Just that's all I
Yeah.
want to see. That's the only thing. When he was super hot when he had that shit going on with Rollins and the Authority, and then they fucking
The RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah,
stuff.
the RKO out of nowhere thing when it was blowing up on the internet and everybody and their brother was trying to kill their friends. Now he doesn't care. He gives less fucks than literally us.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, so I would say Jinder Mahal here wins probably by some bullshit.
Please,
Who knows?
for the love of fuck, do not make that the main event. Like in our booking, we have the Money in the Bank match as the main event. I think that's the route they should go. Don't make that fucking match the main event, especially if Mahal's gonna win. You could put it on the undercard or underneath that and do that. Fuck, don't make the main event. Next up, we have our main event, which is the WWE Championship contract Money in the Bank ladder match. Fucking stacked fucking lineup of people in this one. We got AJ, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler. I was talking with Ryan last time we talked about this show. I don't even know when, Extreme Rules or something like that. This Money in the Bank match it's studly. The names in here are fucking great. I think they can all work really well together. You have the athletic guys, you got the big guys that can do some spots, you have the kind of weird kind of guys you don't know what you're going to get with like a Nakamura in there. But as far as talent goes in this match, it's fucking stacked. Extremely stacked. I can't think of one honestly on paper that's looked this good in a very long time. He still have to deliver. It still has to mesh well. Still has to have chemistry to work the spots and everything. And hopefully it doesn't come off like they just produced the spots and you can see it coming a mile away. It's just hopefully it's organic and it works out well. But yeah, and the names in here alone, if they go full bore like me and Ryan were talking about it, or Ryan was talking about with saving guys, make sure you don't injure them and this and that. Hopefully they just let these guys go out just balls to the wall because it could be fucking awesome. Yeah. One of the better matches, in quite some time probably if they go out there and do what everybody's capable of doing in here. Because if this was in like PWG, it'd be like the match of the year on paper easily. But being in WWE like we were talking about, with saving some guys and how produced their spots are. Hopefully we don't get that, and hopefully they just go full bore and have a fucking kick-ass match, because I think, like I said, the names on here are fucking insane. My heart tells me, obviously, AJ. I don't think AJ is going to win this match. Owens is going to win, already being champion. I don't see Sami Zayn winning. I don't see Dolph winning. To me, I don't know why. The last couple months when we talked about, hey, who's going to win Money in the Bank, I've always said Baron Corbin. Yeah. I just feel like Baron Corbin is the name that just keeps popping up as a guy that's under the radar kind of guy that they want to, kind of strap something on him and maybe boost him to the main event scene. They talked about, like the people backstage really like him. They, enjoy what they see with him. I still think he has a lot of room to improve. I went from like giving two shits about him to kind of like, maybe he's not really growing on me. Like I don't really care for him, but I don't like not give a shit about him. He's in that period. It just feels like that period in like 2003 to like 2005 where like Batista was.
Yeah.
Like where you're just like, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
And then he finally started getting in the ring with some guys and had some great matches and this and that, and obviously his character blew up and people really got behind him, but he kind of feels like it's that middle ground where it's just like, I don't know what we're gonna really get out of him. But I like the gimmick. I like that the everything he does. Coming out in his Black Croft gear, which is cool, and BC and Baron Corbin, so it works out with that kind of stuff. He has the look. And everything to be something, and obviously the size and everything. Who knows what we get out in the long run? Like I said, I still think he's got room to improve. This just seems like one of those ones where it's like you look at the headline names, AJ's and the Nakamura's, and the Owens and Ziggler, who's won this match prior, and Sami Zayn, who's kind of the underdog guy who always has a chance, you feel like, to win something. But Baron Corbin's just kind of there. And it's usually the guys that are just, especially in this day and age of WWE, where it's just random shit that just comes out. He's kind of the guy that's there, but you'll be like, oh, fuck, he ended up winning this kind of deal for the casual fan, I think. Because the casual fan will go in here like, oh, God, AJ's going to win it, or, Nakamura. Which it does kind of seem weird having Nakamura in this and not having him win. Because they want to, they've talked about it before, having him be like the new, big attraction type of deal, basically SmackDown's version of Lesnar, or how they used to use, Taker or something. I don't feel like the booking has come off that great for Nakamura, in my opinion. I don't think he comes off as a big deal. I think that match they had at Payback, I don't even know what the fuck the last SmackDown
was it Ziggler?
Him and Ziggler, I think, was at Payback. It just kind of came off weird. Like they gave
Ziggler
too much offense in that match to make Nakamura look big. And I think it's a problem with Nakamura. Struggling to find chemistry with some guys in WWE. I think, when he gets in there, guys like AJ and Sami Zayn, or, obviously Cena when they get in there, which is going to be fucking amazing. That'll work. But some of these other guys, he just kind of has funky chemistry with. Like, for the love of God, I never want to see another Nakamura Rude match for the rest of my life. That fucking snoozer. But it's kind of weird to see Nakamura in this if he doesn't get the win. But I guess you could say the same thing about AJ. But I just think they wanted the names in this to make a really big star-studded name. But I don't know. My gut just kind of tells me that Corbin's going to win this. And like I said, it kind of works with the heel atmosphere. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on either Nakamura or Corbin, but I think I'm going to go with Corbin winning this, which is because my heart just tells me, fuck, I want AJ to win, but he's not going to win this. I don't feel like he's going to win this. But it would not surprise me at all if Baron Corbin came out as the winner of this Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you about that. I just think that I think Money in the Bank wins are, I feel like, long-term like investments with guys. They did it with guys like Sandow and Ziggler and Punk and these people that we were like, oh, well, I don't see this guy being in the main event picture feuding with guys, at the next pay-per-view.
Right.
But there's that chance that they could cash in. And that's what I feel about AJ and Nakamura and those guys. And, I think Kevin Owens will obviously do his own. He's literally the least open person I think could win this.
Already having the title on him.
Yeah,
sure.
Owens and Zayn, I don't think either one of them have any chance of winning this. I
don't think Ziggler has a fucking prayer to win this.
Ziggler either. You're looking at AJ Nakamura and Baron Corbin. I think it's got to be Baron Corbin. I think that's, to me, is the long term investment to. Right. Oh, well, tonight you're cashing in at literally 10 seconds before the match. They go out to start the the world title match or whatever.
Right.
So it's just one of those things where they could do that and pull the trigger on that at any moment. I think Nakamura and AJ are going to end up feuding either with each other or feuding with Cena. Or they're going to be covered or whatever.
Well, not to mention with Corbin, and you look at the future, I don't think Jinder Mahal is going to have an elongated title run. I just don't see it. I don't see that JBL run where JBL had it for fucking ever. But you look at who's going to transition after Mahal. AJ's, Cena, Nakamura, all faces. Or even Randy, all faces. Mm-hmm. So you have all faces that need a heel, to go in there unless they flip-flop one of these guys. But Corbin is that guy, to go up against all those faces.
I've definitely seen improvement with Corbin, and that's what I was going to say. I feel like he has the look that they want, and he's kind of rugged, and he's got this lone wolf thing, and it's kind of hard to establish if he's heel or face.
To me,
he's just kind of the lone wolf. He's does what he wants, but I feel like he gets cheers and boos.
He's kind of like Davey Richards.
Also, kind of reminds me of like Roman Reigns. I mean,
Fair, that too.
Roman Reigns is
That
clearly
too.
a face, but he just kind of doesn't give a shit about the
Yeah,
crowd.
it just
either.
sucks that they have a way better guy that plays that gimmick in NXT named Aleister Black that should be in that spot instead of him. Because that comes off as the tweener guy who has that dark gimmick and works way fucking better than he does. But yeah, he'll have his time to shine for sure.
In terms of quality, this match could be very, very good.
Yep.
And being live, it could be
Awesome.
It could be nuts.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, this is the one we're looking forward to the most here, and seeing these guys in this match here, and you know, it could be awkward too. It could be some awkward situations just because of guys like Nakamura and I can't really think of a time where Nakamura has ever been in a 6-man ladder
He's probably
match.
never been in a ladder match.
You're probably right.
I mean, in Japan, they had their first ever Japanese ladder match, I think, with Omega and Elgin.
Really?
I doubt I think it was their first ever one. I don't think he's ever been in one, to be honest with you.
So I mean, it's just it's a cultural difference. It's a jumping from here to there, and you know, that style of wrestling, and it could be kind of odd, you know. But guys like Zayn and Owens and AJ and Ziggler, they know the ladder match style, and even Corbin, he can, you know, move around and do some rugged stuff.
Yeah, it'll be the big guy spot. Yeah.
So I'm more worried about Nakamura
Yeah.
kind of looking kind of silly in this
Lost,
match.
a little lost.
That's one thing. That's one thing we've been kind of critical about. Not really critical, but just we've always been a fan of, you know, Nakamura in Japan.
Right.
I love, you know, New Japan is probably the best promotion in the world
Right.
now, in my opinion. But other than PWG,
PWG, right.
but they just have matches.
just have guys with
they
awesome
have
guys.
no, you know, storylines.
Right.
But it's just one of those situations where he just kind of he doesn't have chemistry with guys. He has to be accustomed to the American style, and the American style is not near as aggressive. I feel like he's being toned back.
Yeah.
He's not being near as aggressive, and that's why, you know, when he was in NXT, he was facing guys like Joe and stuff like that, and those matches were okay and, you know, good or whatever.
Right.
Then he faced a guy like Rude where he's it was
Complete
just,
American
it was just,
style guy, and it just did not work.
It just didn't cross over that
Right.
well, and we'll see. You know, gotta give Nakamura time, but I think the possibility here is either Nakamura or Corbin, and I'm gonna go with Corbin.
Yep, same here. I feel the exact same way, and yeah, hopefully we get some great stuff out of the great names that are in here, because it should be some fucking awesome shit. Hopefully we get that delivered here. But yeah, like we said, don't look for a traditional style at the table review for this one. Like I said, I might upload. You'll probably be seeing most of the shit on maybe Monday night-ish, because like I said, we'll get back here later, and probably won't be able to do that. I have to go straight to bed, but Monday afternoon, Monday night, whenever I get home, I'll start working on that shit. Like we said, we're probably going to be doing some day in life videos. Won't be seeing any of that on Sunday. Ryan's going to be over here all Sunday. I don't know if any of the other guys are going to be over here early, but we'll be doing some shit and taping some stuff for you guys. Just kind of see the random shit that we do, which usually it's nothing, but I'm sure we'll do other shit to make it seem like we have cooler lives or
We
something.
talked about maybe doing some signs. Maybe we'll get up Sunday morning, get some breakfast or something.
Yeah, something like that.
To the old Dennis.
We'll have some videos for you guys to check out and some shit to do, but we might do something in the car at the parking lot or something like that. And then the night after or the night of after the show, probably something short, but I'll get up there for you guys. But yeah, until then, this will wrap up our WWE Money in the Bank 2017 preview for my partner Ryan. I am J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse, the Pulse, professional wrestling world.